So the thing is that we have to compete really hard, and we have to try to play a fast game. We have to keep things simple. Um, we got to stay on the right side of the puck and just play a simple game plan. And then if there are breakdowns, we have to capitalize on our opportunities. But I think for the most part, every player and the team as a whole has raised their battle level. And but we've worked on that in practice, and the guys are getting better at it and understanding that loose pucks have to be ours, and we have to, once again, just play a fast hockey game.
Hitchcock complimented your game, saying that you guys don't chase the puck around in your own zone anymore. You're allowing team that possession, but you don't give up those second and third opportunities. Is that one of those things that you brought in and said, we don't care if they have the puck along the wall, we're not going to go chase three guys there. We just want to keep the front of the net clear?
Yes, in every hockey game, a certain team's going to have zone time. It's just the way it is, and so when that happens, you have to recognize it and keep pucks to the outside. And so if there's any shots that are going to the net, we have to protect the house and clear out those second opportunities. And our guys are getting better at it, but we still need to improve on it. But when those things happen, once again, we just got to keep the pucks to the outside.
Justin Schultz and Oscar Klefbom as a pairing. Are you careful with them in matchup situations at all, or are you at a point with them where you're okay putting them out against whoever the other team has out there? Like, where do you see them development-wise in terms of being a top pairing that can take the other team's top forwards?
Well, I think we're more or less trying to put that pairing with certain lines that we put out there, because Justin's offensive-minded and just to create some offense. But Oscar's he's very strong in the corners and he's able to kill the cycle. And Justin's getting better at it. So I think as a pairing, we're seeing growth in both of them. We want to get to that point where it doesn't matter what line they're out there against, but more or less when our team has last change, we'll let maybe Marty Morenson and Fane do some of the heavy lifting against the heavier lines.
What's your messaging to Schultz about risk reward? I mean, he's a defenseman that's there to generate offense, but at the same time, if he's going to play bigger minutes, he has a certain amount of responsibility in his own zone. So what's your message to him about the level that's acceptable?
Well, I think in our zone, that's an area where he has to be more consistent with his intensity when he battles with the guy in the corner. And once that battle's finished, also recognize where that player is going and make sure that you don't get beat off the wall when they jump off the wall and head to the net. As for playing on the offensive side, he has to recognize, and he's doing a pretty good job at when to jump up in the play, when to conserve energy if they're playing a lot of minutes. And I think he's doing pretty good with that. We always want our defense to support the rush. Justin's able to do that. And especially when we're breaking the puck out, if we can hit that weak side defenseman with speed and change sides, it gives us more opportunity off the rush.
How do you raise the team's battle level? Because it's been a number of years that a number of guys have tried and haven't been able to succeed.
Well, you incorporate drills in your practice that force them to battle against each other, and we try to get one battle drill in every day. And also we want the guys to have some fun with it, and they are. They're competing hard against each other, and it's something that we have to message to them every day. And I think it's just being consistent with it.
Todd, do you think that your defense is kind of while they miss Jeff, a good teammate, that they're kind of looking forward to the challenge of replacing his minutes and his time on the power play or penalty kill, all the things that he did now sort of being absorbed by the rest of them?
I think so. I think there wasn't much discussion, but the guys all are showing me in practice that they want to earn those extra minutes, and guys are going to get a great opportunity. And it's up for them to seize the moment and excel. And as for guys like Oscar and Justin, as we mentioned, they play a lot of minutes already, but we got to spread around the minutes that Petey played to other defensemen as well. So it's a great opportunity, and we'll have to keep an eye on it to see who can handle them and who can't.
Todd, St. Louis and LA back-to-back, two teams that play the right way. Do you think your group is starting to get to that point where you're starting to play the game the right way?
I think so. I think when you look at the St. Louis game, the first two periods were right there with them. And then in the third, they made a big push, and they came at us hard, and they had us hemmed in our zone a bit. And we also took a couple penalties, so we're kind of on our heels. But I like the way that we play the game. I think only one mistake was made in the first two periods where it was on an offensive rush, and we tried to maybe be a bit too cute, and the puck got turned over, and there was an auto-man rush going back the other way. And so that's one chance against it that stuck out. But once we got in the third period, I think they just raised their level of play, and we have to get to that point where we can raise ours as well.
Okay, thank you. Thanks, Tom.